Hello and welcome my little champs of Standard 2nd. This is Rohan sir from Mehndi English Medium School and I welcome you all once again in today's English lecture. So my dear students, before starting today's lecture for you, I hope that you all second standard students might be doing well in English, might be following the lectures and also doing your work regularly. Also with that, I hope that you have watched the previous lecture because that is the only way how you can connect to today's lecture. Though I'll give you the glimpse of the previous lecture, the revision of the previous lecture, but still it is very much important for you to watch the previous lecture in order to cope up with today's lecture. So let's see what are we going to do today. Today we are going to revise lesson number 3, as we already finished lesson number 1 and started lesson number 3 in the previous lecture. So I hope that now you know our method. Our method is very simple. While I am explaining you the lesson again, because this is the second time I am explaining you, so with this revision I have brought counter questions in this format. So for the one who have not attended the previous lecture, counter question means very simple. I will ask you the question at every 2 or 3 paragraphs, at the end of every 2 or 3 paragraphs. So now you will exclaim that, sir, you are not here, how will you listen to us? It's very simple, students. I don't have to be there to be with you. I know that I have the faith on you that while I ask you the question, you will shout the answers loudly as you do in the class. And moreover, for the students who were feeling shy to give the answers, this is a great opportunity, as neither me nor your friends are there now to laugh at you. So you can just watch the lecture thoroughly with keen interest. You can shout the answers and whatever you want to do, just enjoy the lecture. So be ready to answer, and without wasting much of our time, let's get started. So my dear students, this is chapter number 3 which we just started in the previous lecture. Even we have finished 1 or 2 pages for it, for which I have even asked you 4 to 5 counter questions. But I am going to start with again, not thoroughly, but the first page I am going to explain in brief, not in detail, because this is what we have already done in the previous lecture. So for those who were not there in the previous lecture or who have not got the opportunity to watch the video till now, I'll suggest you to go and watch the previous lecture, and for now just start again with chapter number 3, which is based on fantasy, Jack and the Beanstalk. So my dear students, in the previous lecture we came to know from the reading part that there is a poor woman and she has a son named Jack and a cow named Milky White. So they are very poor and their source of income is only one, cow. So cow gives milk, Jack goes to the market, sells the milk and earns the money for himself and for his mother. So this is how they are surviving. But one day it happened like cow did not give milk, not even a little amount of milk. What happened then? Then simply Jack's mother told him to go and sell the cow in the market and get the money anyhow, because they were not having anything to eat, neither money nor the food at their place. So when Jack was heading towards the market, when he was on his way towards the market, he saw an old man. An old man stopped him and asked him to sell the cow to him, and in exchange he was going to give the 5 bean seeds. If you see in the picture, 5 bean seeds are in the hand of this old man. So old man offered bean seeds in the exchange of beautiful cow Milky White. And then this Jack just was startled with this offer. He just was shocked what to do with these 5 bean seeds. He was just puzzled at the same time. He was confused that if I accept these bean seeds in the exchange of such a huge beautiful cow, is it worth spending on it, or is it worth selling the cow? Then the old man gave the clarification. The old man said that if you accept these bean seeds and if you go at your home and plant these seeds, overnight it will grow and it will reach to the sky. These bean seeds will grow in one night, that is overnight. So within a night it will grow up till the sky. So this is what the old man offered to the Jack, to the little Jack. And like I said in previous lecture as well, that if to the little children, if you give them even a chocolate, even something of their interest, they will surely ignore money, because money is not as important as their happiness for them. They know nothing about the importance of money, correct? So here Jack was very much happy. He accepted 5 bean seeds after listening to that old man, especially about the magical growth of beanstalk. So at home when he reached, he handed over those 5 bean seeds, narrating everything whatever happened. Towards the way to the market, he gave these 5 bean seeds to his mother. And just imagine, mother saw 5 bean seeds in exchange of cows rather than having the money in the hand of Jack. She was very, very angry. She thought that Jack is foolish person. Jack should not sell the cow in exchange of just 5 bean seeds. So she is right. No one will accept just 5 seeds in exchange of cow. Cow, you see, students, are very much costly. So mother just threw the 5 bean seeds out of the window, and Jack obviously was very, very disappointed, and his mother was also disappointed. Both were very sad, and Jack finally went to his room, his little room, and he went to sleep. And then this is how we stopped in the previous lecture, and let's continue in today's lecture from where we have stopped. Now, in the previous lecture we have done a lot more in the previous lecture than what I have explained now, but still we will continue from here. As soon as Jack saw the beanstalk in the morning, he was very much happy, because the old man's word was truth. Whatever he said proved to be turned to be truth. In the next morning he saw the beanstalk. If you can see the picture, which is almost, it is reaching and it is penetrating the clouds, it is over to the sky. So now Jack jumped onto the beanstalk and climbed till at last he reached the sky. There he found a long road leading to a big house. At the doorstep stood a tall woman. So now Jack climbed up the beanstalk. He reached up into the sky, and at the edge of that, or at the topmost portion of that, he saw there are the roads on the sky. Just imagine. So above the clouds there were the roads. Is it possible, students? We cannot see the roads if the clouds are clear if the sky is clear. Still we can't find the roads, but this is the fantasy story. Anything could happen. So just imagine how the roads look on the sky below above the clouds. So Jack just landed onto the road. He walked towards the big house, the first thing which he saw, and there stood a tall woman onto the doorstep. Means, I already explained you, doorstep means the door which is on the outer part of the house. So then Jack met a tall woman and wished good morning. So, good morning, said Jack politely to the woman. Could you be kind to give me a breakfast? I am very hungry. So now, as soon as Jack saw this tall woman, Jack requested for the breakfast. As you know that on the previous day, when he brought 5 bean seeds, he was very much disappointed as his mother scolded him a lot and they both slept without having a meal because they were not having food. So he was very hungry and he just requested for the breakfast to the tall woman standing there. You want breakfast? Said woman. My husband is a giant and he loves to eat the little boys like you. So better be going or he will soon be coming. So now as soon as Jack requested for the breakfast to that tall woman was shocked that you want breakfast. This is how she was talking to Jack. Further she said, my husband is a giant. Giant means very big monster. And she said that my husband loves to eat small boys like you. This is what tall woman said to Jack. That you go away from here, my husband will be coming on any time. He will be coming soon. So tall woman was very much afraid because she knew that if her husband will come, he will eat Jack because he likes to eat the small boys. Oh, please give me something to eat, Jack insisted. Still, Jack was not afraid of giant. Even though tall woman warned Jack, still he was very much hungry, too hungry to be afraid of giant. So he was very much hungry, so he again requested, oh, please give me something to eat. So she took him into the kitchen and gave him milk and cheese. So now that tall woman, she thought that she should feed something to this hungry little boy. She went into the kitchen and took the Jack along with her into the kitchen, and she gave milk and cheese to drink and eat to poor little Jack. Thank you, said Jack. He was still eating when thum thum thum. Now students, there is a twist in the story. When Jack was eating and talking to that tall woman, suddenly the noise came. What was the noise? Students, I want you to repeat after me. What was the noise? Thum thum thum. Repeat after me, my dear students. Thum thum thum. So this is the noise of the heavy legs. Yes, so the whole house began to tremble. Means the house in which the Jack and the tall woman were inside that house, the whole house trembled. Means started shaking like it happens in the earthquake. So there was something outside. Who was there outside? Obviously someone huge or immense, big fellow should be there. Only then the house will tremble on walking of that particular man. Let's see who was there. Goodness gracious me, it's the giant, my husband, said the woman. She quickly hid Jack in the oven and asked him not to come out. So now students, what happened? As the tall woman was afraid of, the thing happened like when she was just talking to Jack in the kitchen, she saw the giant from outside. Means that woman's husband arrived. That giant big monster came into the house. And she quickly asked Jack to hide in the big oven. Yes, oven inside which you can cook the pizza and other items. So there they were having the big oven, big enough to hide the Jack inside that oven. So she asked Jack to quickly get inside the oven, close the oven from inside and hide inside and don't come out. So this is what tall woman asked Jack to do. She asked not to come out from the oven to Jack. The giant ate his breakfast and then he said, "Wife, please bring me the hen that lays the golden eggs." So she brought the hen and the giant said, "Lay." Then the hen laid an egg made of gold. So now, students, as the giant was there into the house, he asked for the breakfast, as it was morning time, and in the morning we all have our breakfast. Similarly, giant asked for the breakfast to his wife, and wife served the breakfast. And as soon as giant finished the breakfast, eating breakfast, he asked his wife to bring the hen. You know hen, you get the eggs from hen. So the giant asked for the hen, and the hen was not normal. This hen laid the golden eggs. You know, normal color of the egg is white, but the hen that the giant was having at their place laid golden eggs. Just imagine if you have the hen at your place which lays the golden eggs. Is it possible? No, it is not possible, but here it was possible. So as soon as giant's wife, that tall woman, brought the hen from inside the kitchen, she placed it onto the table where giant was sitting. And as soon as the hen was placed in front of the giant monster shouted, "Lay!" L-A-Y, lay. Then the hen laid an egg made of gold. So as soon as giant shouted, "Lay," the hen laid golden egg. Just imagine golden egg, how much precious and costly it might be. If Jack went to sell into the market, he will earn a lot of money. So now students, before moving forward, I will ask two questions to you. First counter question is, to whom did the Jack meet for the first time in the sky? I will repeat the question. To whom did the Jack meet for the first time on the sky? I hope that you are shouting the answers, student. Yes, for those who are answering tall woman, you are absolutely right, because Jack met tall woman as soon as he reached on to the sky from the beanstalk. Okay, and the second question which I would like to ask you, my dear students, listen to me very carefully. What did tall woman served for Jack to eat? I repeat my question. What did tall woman served for the Jack to eat? Yes, the correct answer is milk and cheese. So I want you to repeat this sentence after me. So students, carefully listen to me and repeat after me. The tall woman served milk and cheese to poor little Jack. I want you to repeat it one more time. The tall woman served milk and cheese to poor little Jack. So these were the counter questions. Now let's see what happened after the hen laid golden egg. The Jack was still there inside the oven, hiding from the giant. The giant smiled and then began to snore. Jack came out of the oven, caught hold of the hen, and quickly climbed down the beanstalk. Now Jack did the activity of burglar or a thief. What did he do? As soon as giant was over to sleep, he was snoring. Snoring means, I told you, when someone is sleeping and they make the noise from their nose or from their mouth, that sound is called snoring sound. So Jack came to know that okay, giant is now sleeping. He was safe to come out and run away towards his house again. So as soon as Jack came out of the oven, he just caught that hen which laid the golden egg, and he ran down towards his home again, back from the beanstalk. So now Jack successfully got a hen which laid golden egg. When he got home, he showed his mother the wonderful hen and said, "Lay." The hen laid a golden egg. For a few days, Jack and his mother lived a comfortable life. But Jack now began to wonder if he could find something else up there in the sky. So students, what happened? As Jack came down towards his house, he showed his mother that, Mother, I have brought one important thing. He showed that the hen laid golden egg, and even Jack tried the same experiment. Jack kept the hen in front of his mother, and then Jack shouted, "Lay." And as soon as he shouted this word, hen laid golden egg, and his mother was very, very happy, as Jack found something very important which was not possible otherwise. And just imagine students, they were first selling the milk of cow, now they started selling the golden egg, and how much costly the golden egg is. Daily they might have, they might be earning into the lakhs and thousands. So now for a few days, Jack and his mother lived comfortable life. Obviously, they were living the life better than what they expected, because they never expected that there might be a hen, and the hen might be, laying the golden egg. They only thought of surviving by eating the food of 1 or 2 times and sleeping and repeating. But now they were selling golden egg. So obviously they were, they gradually became rich people, one of the rich people. So, but Jack now began to wonder if he could find something else up there in the sky. Means, the human nature. Humans are never satisfied with whatever they get. For the few days they were very, very happy, but Jack again thought of something new. He thought that he should get something new up from the sky. He was not satisfied after a few days with the eggs even. Just imagine. Now what will happen? Let's see. So one morning he climbed up again till he reached the giant's house. So one day, as Jack was not satisfied, he again climbed up from the beanstalk. He again went to the giant's house, the same house from where he got that hen. He hid behind a bush and waited. A bush means a kind of, big plant, or a kind of trunk of a tree. So he hid behind the bush and waited. When the woman came out to get some water, he crept into the house and got into a big copper pot. He hadn't been there long when he heard. So now what happened? Now the scene is like Jack again went to that house. Before entering to the house, he was hiding behind the bush. And he was waiting for that woman, for the tall woman to come out of the house for some or the other work. Now as soon as that tall woman went out of the house, the gate was open and Jack crept into the house, means to move inside slowly like a thief. So as soon as he entered the house, he went into the big copper pot. It might be the flower pot or the pot to store the water. So as soon as he went inside, so after a while he heard thum thum thum. So now I hope students you understand whose footprint sound it might be. Of giant, yes. And in came the giant and his wife. So now this time when he was hiding in the pot, both giant and his wife entered in the house together. As usual, the giant ate his breakfast. Then he called out to his wife, "Wife, please bring me the golden harp." Now student, this time the same scene was there. Jack was hiding. Giant was having his breakfast in the morning. After having the breakfast, again he called his wife out into the dining room, and this time he did not demanded of the golden magical hen which laid the golden egg, because that is what Jack already took. This time giant demanded for the golden harp. So golden harp is a musical instrument. I even showed you while I was explaining the lesson for the first time. So let me show it to you. This is the golden harp. Correct? So giant requested for the golden harp to his wife. So she brought the harp and put it onto the table before him. "Sing," he said, and the golden harp sang most beautifully. It went on singing till the giant fell asleep. So this time the magic in the harp was such that as soon as giant shouted, "Sing," so with this command, harp started singing and playing the music on its own, and the music was too beautiful. And that harp started singing and it sang till the giant fell asleep, means till the giant was sleeping. So now students, one counter question for you is, where was Jack hiding for the second time in the giant's house? I repeat my question, my dear students, listen to me carefully. Where was the Jack hiding for the second time when he went in the giant's house? Okay, the answer is big copper pot. I want you all to repeat the answer after me. The Jack was hiding in big copper pot. Repeat the answer. The Jack was hiding in a big copper pot. Okay, now the second question to you, my dear students, listen to me carefully. This time, what did the giant demanded to his wife? I repeat the question. This time, what did the giant demanded to his wife after breakfast? Okay, I hope that you are shouting the answer. The correct answer is golden harp, because second time obviously the hen was not there, so giant demanded for the golden harp. So with this we stop, or we should say we pause today's session. We will continue the remaining lesson. We will see what is the climax, what happened after the harp started playing the song. And I hope that you enjoyed today's lecture, and also that you will watch the upcoming lectures. Thank you, goodbye, take care.